Well. Good afternoon. I trust that you are doing very well. Just trying to get ready and testing. This is my first stream on this channel, and I created this page to be able to share some of the things that I've learned along the way from life coaching and business leadership. And so I decided that maybe this year I can start sharing a few things to just encourage us. There's an echo there, excuse me. Trying to kill the echo. Where is this echo coming from? Where is this echo coming from? All right. Hope we are ready to go and talk about a few things today, as broadcast is really about self-discovery, the power and purpose of self-discovery. And I trust that you are having a great day and that your year has begun in a way that you are recharged, encouraged, inspired to be able to achieve some of the goals that you have you have planned and set your heart to achieve this year. And it's in the same line that I really want to just speak about self-discovery, because ultimately both your goals and the goals that you have set for this year are ideally linked to who you are as a person and what you really want out of life. And without having that clarity in mind as a person, it becomes very, very difficult for you to be able to actually achieve some of those goals. So today, let's go ahead and just briefly introduce. I will major on some of the things along the way, but today I just want to speak about maybe 5 things that are important as to self-discovery. And why is it important for us to look into self-discovery? Why is it important in our lives? So I will speak first of all just from an introduction point of view. Self-discovery basically is about you having knowledge or understanding about yourself. I know we seek understanding in different areas, but I've also realized in my coaching work that we spend less time to understand who we are. We spend less time in understanding what we are all about. What makes us come alive, what makes us who we are as individuals. But on the other hand, we spend so much time on discovering other things. But what is important for us is to truly begin to focus on ourselves and try to understand who you are as a person, because that's what self-discovery is all about. It's about learning and gaining understanding about yourself as a person. It is important, I think, that we can never fully get to the place where we fully understand ourselves and we fully are aware of ourselves, because we keep on evolving and we keep on growing. And as we grow, we discover certain things about ourselves that we actually didn't know they were in us. But what is important is to just have a general idea that becomes a foundation and a compass for your life, because you understand basic things about you. Then other things that get revealed about you and you get to discover about you, they just become, they just build on what you already have. So number one, I think that why is self-discovery important? I think that self-discovery is important, and I'm reminded of Miles Monroe's quote where he spoke about and said, "Where purpose is unknown, abuse is inevitable." So whenever we fail to understand the purpose of a thing, what follows is that we are going to abuse that particular item or that particular thing. And this includes us as human beings. When we fail to understand ourselves, we not intentionally, but we will find ourselves and we will place ourselves in a situation where we are undermined, where we are abused, because even ourselves, we don't know ourselves. But when we get to a place where we fully begin to understand who we are, we will know what is good for us and we will know what is not good for us. And we will try and minimize and remove ourselves from situation where we are likely to be misused, to be undermined, or to be abused. So when we understand who we are, we can also best deploy our abilities, our skills in areas where we know that we are going to thrive. The other point that I think is important is that when we understand also who we are as individuals, when you know yourself, there is also a sense of settled-ness that comes in. Not a settledness where because you settle because you have a sense that you have arrived. That's not what I mean. It's a sense of settledness because you have come to a place where you have a basic understanding of who you are, and you are going also to minimize comparing yourself with other people because you know who you are. And also a sense of settledness brings us to a place where we stop pretending to be what we are not. When we know who we are, we are going to stop comparing ourselves. We are also going to stop pretending to be who we are not. We're also going to, just get to a place where we settle in our own skin, knowing who we are. So it's very, very important for us to get to a place where we continue to have the foundation or the guiding principles around our lives as far as self-discovery is concerned. The other point that I also think that's critical in self-discovery is that self-discovery also brings a sense of value and a sense of self-appreciation. We value people that maybe if you like soccer, you appreciate certain skills that individuals have when they play, or whoever you support, or whatever you are involved in, that kind of people that you follow, maybe it's an actor or actress, you appreciate their craft and who they are as at their personal level. But in the process of appreciating others, what you also do is that sometimes we fail to actually get to know ourselves, get to know who we are, because in appreciating, in self-discovery, we are also going to appreciate who we are. We are going to value ourselves. Why? Because also we are going to understand that within ourselves there are gifts, there are talents, there's enough potential also that we have to live the kind of a life that we want to live, and also explore a number of things that we want to explore in the world. I'm of the idea that each one of us have been endowed with certain level of greatness, but you will never understand who you are and the level of greatness that is in you without taking time to discover yourself. Once you discover yourself, in that process also, you're going to appreciate yourself more. You're going to value yourself more. You're not going to wait for others to value you. You're not going to wait for others to appreciate you more. You're going to get to the place where you become, I think there is a topic we'll talk about, which is more on be the number one fan of your dreams, be your number one supporter of your dream. When you appreciate who you are and you value yourself, then you can go ahead and begin to support yourself, to embark on a journey of fulfilling your own dreams, because there's a sense of appreciation and a sense of value that also in the inside of you as a person, there is greatness, and that you are capable of achieving your dreams and your goals. The other point that I also believe that is critical to self-discovery, and why self-discovery is important, because it brings clarity to your why. Your why is the reason why you are here. Your why is the reason why you exist. You can call it a mission. Because sometimes we don't know why we are here. We don't know what our lives are all about. In the process of self-discovery also, you're going to actually have a clarity to your why, the reason why you are here on the face of the earth. Always remember that you are here for a reason, you are here for a purpose, you are here to do your part. And in you, there are resources that God gave you so that you are able to fulfill all that you have been created to actually fulfill. So in self-discovery, we get to know our why. So that is also important. The other point I think that I skipped is what is important also in self-discovery, that self-discovery also brings us to a place where we make better choices. We make better choices. Sometimes we don't make better or good choices because we don't know ourselves, and more also as far as relationships are concerned. When you know who you are, because knowing who you are and discovering who you are, you also get to know your values. Your values are your ideals, your standards. So whenever you are making certain decision or to be with somebody in your life, you always see and observe if the individual you want to be with their values aligned to yours. And if you see there's always a conflict between your values and their values, you are likely to make a decision to walk away, because when you understand who you are and what your values are, it's not going to be easy for you to suppress your values, because in suppressing your values, what you are trying to do is that you're actually damaging yourself. So self-discovery empowers us to get to the place where we are able to fully understand who we are, but also make better relationship choices. Why? Because we understand what our values are, what our ideals are. The last point, and I will leave you, I don't want to take much of your time, is that self-discovery also brings us to a place where we fully are aware of our strengths, and we are aware of our weaknesses. Sometimes when we don't know who we are, we elevate our weaknesses to the point where our strength diminishes. And in the process, this begins to affect our self-esteem, because all we see about ourselves, it's weaknesses. But when you embark on a journey of self-discovery, you will get also to the place where you understand both your strength and your weaknesses. When you understand your strength, then you can align your dreams, you can align your activities to match your strength. Because when you understand and you know the tasks that you are good at, you know the things that makes you thrive, you can then align your life and the things that certain activities that you want to get involved in, and weigh them against your strength. And if something is not your strength, yes, it's okay to ask the help of other people, because not all of us have what it takes. But we can measure in the things where we are gifted the most, where you have where we have strength for the capacity for, and where we don't have the strength, where we don't have the capacity, we are able to ask other individuals to assist us, so that they are able to use their strength in the areas of in the areas where we are weak. In fact, this is where also teamwork comes in. If you are leading a team or you are a part of a team, in self-discovery, you understand what your strengths are, and you are going to understand where your weaknesses lies, so that you are able to delegate or ask help, so that the individuals that are gifted in the areas where you are not gifted in are able to serve and also do their part. But also in understanding your strength, your weaknesses, what you can do is that then you can draw up a developmental plan where you can try to close the gaps in the areas where you are weak. this is where also goal setting comes in. You are setting goals because you understand areas of your life where you need to grow, areas of your life where you need to actually develop more. So you go about setting goals because you fully are aware of both your strength and both your strength and weaknesses. But also in setting goals, coming to the idea of goals, it's the beginning of the year. There are a number of things that you perhaps want to do, want to achieve. But I hope that in the setting of your goals, that your goals also are aligned to your why, to your mission, to the reason of your existence. Because if you are not setting goals that are aligned to your why, chances are that you are not going, life years will keep on going, but you are not going to become the person that you are meant to be, because you never, first of all, gotten to the place where you discovered who you are, and also you kept on setting goals that are not aligned to your why. And in fact, when our goals also are not aligned to, we'll talk about the goals maybe in some time, they are not aligned to our why. As time progresses, we end up actually giving up and dropping them. Why? Because they are not linked to anything that has to do with ourselves. They're just maybe something that you saw other people doing and you thought, oh, you know what, it's the beginning of the year, everyone is setting up goals, let me also get some few goals so that I can just fit in. My encouragement this afternoon is that concentrate first of all in understanding who you are as a person, and begin to align everything that you are doing in exploiting what you've discovered about yourself, but also in making sure that you grow fully into the person that you were meant to be. In fact, I've put up a program which fully discusses in details from a coaching point of view ways and means that one can ways and means as to how one can discover themselves, and how they can overcome certain limitations that that they've come to discover. So you can go, if you're on my Facebook page or if you're watching me on LinkedIn, you can just inbox me and then we can discuss further, and I'll be here to help you and guide you to a place where you can get to fully understand who you are as a person. May you enjoy the rest of the day. I will see you again whenever I do have time to share some of the things. Maybe we can concentrate on one of the points that I've raised. But for today, enjoy the rest of the day, and I will see you again. Bye-bye.